the FBI. Your friend, Phil. Over to you, Phil.
Oh, it seems like I'm in the PowerPoint frame. Hello. You don't typically see me as part of the presentation. Usually I'm doing the presentation. There's an element of risk that I may be trapped in the presentation for good. Help! What should I do, Stormtrooper? You have any suggestions? Any? Whatsoever?
Reporting for duty, Commander.
Yeah, I don't need you to just report for duty. Get us out of this frame. Risk management. What is a risk? You know, a lot of people make the mistake thinking that a risk is negative and only negative. But a risk is not just negative. Oh, I'll give you orders in a second. But let's talk about risk, Stormtrooper. Do you mind? Let's talk about risk for a second. I'll put your backpack on and you'll feel all right. All right, let's get back to our little presentation here. You want to be in the frame? No, you got to be quiet. All right. So, risk management is often perceived as being negative for negative things. But for the exam, you need to think about risk as being both positive in some instances and negative in others. So what is a risk? A risk is an uncertain event. That's it. An uncertain event that can impact your project positively or negatively. Now, when I say uncertain event, what comes into your mind? Negative or positive? Playing games to win. There could be a positive outcome for one party, a negative outcome for the others. The Eagles won. That was a positive outcome for them. But for the opposition, it was negative. But that experience didn't keep the opposition down for too long. The following year, what did they do? They came back with a vengeance. And it became positive for them and negative for the other party. What am I trying to tell you? I want you to think about risk in neutral terms first. Don't approach every risk with, oh, that's negative. Every risk could have a positive and a negative perspective to it, depending on who is looking at the risk. So if you take a look at what I'm about to show you, you'll realize that a risk could have a positive and a negative perspective all at once, all in one frame. Now, I'm not saying every single risk is like this, but a lot of them are. Positive outcome, negative outcome. If you take a look at your PMBOK guide, you'll realize that in that decision tree problem, there's a chance of loss, a chance of gain, and it says 60% chance of a high demand, 40% chance of a weak demand, and so on. That's because there are two perspectives to many of the risks you look at. Positive, negative. Take a look at this picture here. What is the positive risk in this picture?
I don't know.
Did that take you a few seconds to think about?
No.
What is the positive risk?
I don't know.
Taking a look at this, the first thing you'll say is the cheese. You are looking at that risk from the perspective of the mouse.
Nope.
So you see the cheese as being the positive risk.
Nope. La 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 la
But
la.
what if I
I'm
just
not
asked
listening.
you
I'm not listening to what you have to
without
say,
giving
Phil.
any background?
No,
What's the risk in this picture?
I am not listening to you. That took care of him. Is that how some of you guys are? When I'm asking you to do something, it sounds like you ain't listening to me. Listen to your buddy Phil. Seriously, listen to me. I told you to sign up for that coaching thing. You did not. Why not? I've got a brilliant offer for you. Now, I just got to give you full disclosure because in the next 1 hour,
This deal will no longer be available for $150 for 10 hours. Act now. There's a reason why I'm asking you to act. I'm actually going to be giving away audio similar to what you've got here. So here you've got 20 hours of audio. Okay? In this training, not only are you going to be able to attend the training, you are also going to be able to get 10 hours of audio to put on your iPhone, your Samsung. Once the training is over, that's it. If I were you, if only for the audio, only the audio, if I were you, I'd be jumping on the bandwagon like crazy. Because think about it. How many instructors do you hear on audio, keeping it real, 100%, while dropping gold and keeping you engaged? It's up to you. I've shared it with you. I'm trying to help you folks. But those who are smart have jumped on the bandwagon. I had my friends out of Fort Lee and the East Coast, West Coast. Everyone's there. Except you. Enough said. I'll keep on singing the same song like a broken record. Jokes apart. Show up. Okay? So while I'm not giving you the audio digest, which you can get on Amazon, this is a brand new series of coaching. It's very interesting to listen to, but at the same time, extremely informative. So if you don't sign up, don't blame me, because I'm telling you, that is what you really want to do now. Sign up for the coaching. Go to www.pmsucceed.com or go to Praizion.com. All right? You're going to experience an immense amount of value. It's crazy. One session, we just got done with a session now. One session in the morning, one session in the evening. You know what I'm thinking? Some of you, you're scared of committing to 2 hours of intense studying, intense coaching for a week. Otherwise, you'd be here. You would be. Now, if you're thinking of joining, don't worry. All these sessions, one, are recorded, audio, and we've also got the video. So the audio you will be able to download on your phone and study off the grid. You don't need to be logged in to any system to listen to the audio. Do you see the value? And that's why in the next 1 hour, this is going to change price-wise. If I were you, I would sign up for the coaching now before the price changes. Do it now. I'm looking at the time. So it's 2:21 Eastern. At 3:30 Eastern, you're not going to be able to sign up at this rate. Do it now. Seriously. Enough said. Get off my soapbox. Return you to your good old buddy, Phil, again. All right, Phil. You ready? Let's go.